Van, you can't just come in here with soccer moms or tomboy milfs. Come on now. I have opinions. I have opinions. So you're gonna have to listen to my raspy whatever the heck is wrong with my voice. Whatever the heck is wrong with my voice, you're gonna have to just hear my opinion through the voice. So, fuck. Okay. So, so the TF2 SDK going open source. Opinion. One. It kind of is like just kind of like opening the barn door and saying, all right, everybody, you can come in and see our horses. When the back door of the barn has been blown open for the last decade and people have been coming in and petting and taking horses like for the last like decade. That's basically what it's been with TF2. Um, TF Classic exists, and it is basically just a complete recreation of Team Fortress 2 with a lot of optimization improvements and just honestly a much better experience. So it's kind of a hollow gesture that I bet you they would not have done if people had already functionally taken the code anyway. Um, number two, right? Number two, stop talking about blowing open the back door. God damn it. Number two, I don't think this is a super great thing to do right now because bear in mind, I was basically raised by TF2. Like I said earlier, like TF2 is functionally one of my parents.
No.
TF2 is functionally one of my parents. But like I will admit I have not been home in a few years. But last time I played TF2, and I've heard no change. Last time I played TF2, there was a extremely rampant cheater problem. TF2 has been in only a semi-playable state for like the last like 6 years. Um, and that's a problem. And that's a problem. Like TF2 is sicker than I am, and I can't talk properly today, right? Yeah. So the main issue with opening up the SDK, right, is on the one hand, you allow server runners to basically take this code and go, okay, let's have a look at this. What loopholes are cheaters and bots using to bypass the security, and what can I do in order to make it, more doable, right? On the other hand, you have now opened up a game that is prone to extremely blatant cheating and botting and just all sorts of other stuff. Now the bot owners can also get this information and go, hang on a minute, I've been using this loophole here to run my service, but there's like a much easier one like right here that I just didn't know about. All right then. So I feel like that's going to be an issue that we run into here, where we're going to see servers get a lot more secure, yes, but we're also going to see bots and cheats get a lot more sophisticated in response. It's basically them doing this has turned it from an arms race between Valve and the cheaters, and Valve is just going like, okay, you guys handle it, and now it's an arms race between cheaters and the server owners. And seeing as server owners do not make nearly as much money from running servers as cheaters do from selling cheats. And by cheaters, I don't mean the people doing the cheats, I mean the people selling the cheats. The cheaters have infinitely more money to throw at it. This is like if during the Cold War, America and Russia handed over the keys to the nukes to the Mujahideen and whatever. I don't remember what proxy force the Russians used. I don't remember what they were called, and just said, "All right, you guys handle it. We're done. Here's the keys to the nukes." You know, like I feel like this is a really bad time. If the cheater problem for TF2 was solved and the cheaters were gone, no, I would be celebrating this. This would be really good. We'd see a new renaissance of TF2 maps, game modes, side games, stuff like that. But the fact that TF2 is in the middle of a cheating epidemic and has been for the last like 6 years means means that the cheaters are going to bleed this game dry and just milk as much money as they can from selling scripts and cheats to the script kiddies that want to ruin the game for everyone, where the server owners are going to be like, okay, I can pay money to have, like, my server basically cheater proofed, or I could say fuck it and go play a different game. TF2, as much as I love TF2, the only thing keeping people in TF2 is the fact that people have real life investments in here. If TF2 wasn't functionally a stock market, it probably would have died by now. I'm not kidding. And I'm saying this as I love TF2, and I'm saying that. Very much your wheels are your far too tired right now to meaningfully contribute. That's fine, Raz. That's entirely fine. But like, the Democratic Republic of Afghanistan. Thank you. Thank you, Shooty. I did not remember the entire name, and I didn't want to say the wrong thing. So, yeah. So, this can go good or bad, but I'm gonna be honest, maybe it's the pessimist in me, but I get the feeling that this is gonna go bad a lot faster than it's gonna go good. Like, we are going to see cheating in TF2 skyrocket. And that's really unfortunate. The one thing I think that might save it, right, is the fact that Valve said that it is possible for people to make fan games for TF2. And those games will be able to use the TF2 item server. So, not gonna lie, Valve might just straight up be telling us, hey, we made this game, it sucks now, but people have invested thousands and thousands of dollars into virtual hats. Here's how to make the game, make your own TF2, and let people use their hats there. And if we see a glut of games that use the TF2 item server, this might actually be the thing that saves TF2 in the worst way. And by saves TF2, I mean it's going to basically create a shitload of little games that all use the TF2 item server, which means that TF2 items and hats will skyrocket in price, because instead of your hat being visible in one hat simulator, now it's usable in 5 hat simulators. And then once again, this is me being pessimistic, but it strikes me something Valve would do. We want to keep making money from these hats that you guys have been making for us anyway, because we haven't actually made our own hats in years. Here's the ability to make your own TF2, where you can use your hats. And that way, we still keep making money from the sales. Like, I'm gonna be honest, this does not feel like Valve going, hey everybody, TF2 is now free for everyone to make their own. It feels like, okay, we're fucking done with this, we're tired of band-aiding this fix that we completely, like, just left open. Feel free to abandon the game, but if you want to keep your thousands and thousands of hats, make your own TF2. That's what it feels like. I get the feeling that we're probably going to see TF Classic probably take this SDK and put the TF2 item server into itself. And then that will just cause TF Classic, or like, but I'm just using TF Classic as an example here. We might even see just a completely different Team Fortress product come up. A completely different Team Fortress product pop up, and that will be a fan-run game that will basically replace TF2, and then Valve doesn't need to give a shit about it. Valve no longer needs to update TF2. All they need to do is keep the item server running and give people the ability to buy crates. TF2 will exist as the place you go to open crates. This is going to, that's what the pessimist part of me says. This feels like Valve just saying, alright, fuck it, I give up. I do think, given how the TF2 community seems to be, there can be a chunk of people who will be doing bug fixes for fun. That's entirely true, but those bug fixes will be server-side. those bug fixes will be on the side of like the servers. This will not be a fix to the game as a whole. This will be a fix to, um, this will be a fix to like, oh god, I don't even remember. Like all of the servers I used to play on are all dead, so I don't even remember. Like this would be like, Dingleberry's 24/7 CP Orange server. Like I don't even know if people play CP Orange anymore. Um, that one will have like all of these bug fixes that change the game and make the game better. But if Dingleberry's 24/7 CP Orange server is full, well now I've got to go to Captain Methhead's 24/7 Dust Bowl server, and maybe Captain Methhead has a different idea of I don't know what these used to do. I'm making these up off the top of my head. Um, like he might have a different idea of what bug fixes are. Maybe his idea of a bug fix is to revert the Babyface's blaster, where it lets you run so fast that your hitbox trails 6 feet behind you. You know what I mean? It depends on how Valve reacts to code commits. There are also cases where it's like, just get this community patch on GitHub. That could also be a thing. Honestly, it would be really funny, right? If people start making patches for their individual servers, Valve sees that and goes like, all right, hey, we're taking this and we're applying it. Just, the community winds up patching the game before Valve does. That'd be fucking funny. But yeah, closing thoughts on this. This is either going to be the this is either going to be the best thing for TF2, or this is going to be TF2 dying and a bunch of fan games coming out that use the item server so that people don't lose their thousands of dollars of investment. That is my view on how this is. I feel like this is Valve throwing up their hands and going, all right, fuck it, we're done. That's what this feels like to me. But I suppose we'll have to see, won't we? Alright, let's get back to playing World of Warcraft, shall we?